I think probably 8 to 10 hours of the day I sleep, and the rest of the time it's usually set up for other things. You know, we're either planning a video shoot or a photo shoot, or building a stage, or working on the intricacies that go on within the show, whether it's pyro or video and stuff like that. So we're usually pretty busy. I mean, as far as recreational hobbies and stuff like that, most of us ride motorcycles. Some of us play golf, and we need to just chill out and breathe some air and stuff like that. Hockey, you know, everyone kind of has their own thing that they do.
Do you have any inspirations for the new album?
Inspirations? Different things inspire me to write lyrics, and I think it's more or less everyday life experiences that you go through. Straight Outta Line, which is the first single, is actually written about something that I think we all have experienced over the years becoming successful in the band, which is about people that, you know, were the same people that when we were not signed and hanging out in the bars and sliding each other beers across the bar and stuff like that, are now the same people that kind of, when you walk in the room, they clock you and see, you know, they expect you to be this like rock star and you're too cool to talk to and that kind of thing, where they haven't even approached us yet to find out. So they kind of change, and a lot of people say that, you know, you change once you become famous, or whatever the cliche word is that they use, but in reality it's really people changing around us and expecting us to be different, and being a bit out of line for doing it that way.
Earliest influences as far as music?
The Police, Rush, Led Zeppelin. I got to hang out. I didn't really get to talk to him, but Sting was in the he was in Sully's Club, the Dorsey, a couple nights ago, and that was, even though I didn't say hi to him or anything, I'm like, that's my boy right there, you know. So I was pretty happy to be in the same room as him. It was pretty huge.
You know, Black Sabbath, Black Flag, Zeppelin, Rush. It's always Zeppelin, Rush, isn't it?
Yeah.
Zeppelin, Rush, Black Sabbath. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes. Sabbath and Zeppelin, yeah. Those are two of the biggest, I'd say.
Are there any artists that you wish to collaborate with in the future?
I do really like the guys in Seven Dust a lot. And Clint has been a friend of mine since, you know, 86, 87. And I just think he has an amazing way of writing music, and he has a great head for melody. And I'd love to do something with him in the future, even if it was acoustically or something, you know, different from what we do as rock bands.
Do any of you guys have kids, and do you ever bring them on the road with you?
I do. I have 3 stepkids. And no, they don't go on tour. They go to school, but they come out to the local shows when we go to Boston.
I brought my little girl to the first show I did with the band at a Rolling Rock, and it was cute, man. You know, I looked up at like the 3rd song, and she was sound asleep. Like, damn.
I don't have a kid. I have a little puppy.
I have a daughter. She's 1 year old, and she actually made it to her first Godsmack show on New Year's Eve in Orlando. My girlfriend and her flew down. You know, she's still a little bit young to be out there, so we try to get the biggest headphones we could for her. But I anticipate, you know, once she gets a little bit older, she'll be out with me quite a bit.
Where did you work before? Did you all work at regular jobs before you started playing music?
I've done so many different kinds of work, man. I've done everything from warehouse stuff to carpet installation to working for an attorney, doing collections, repos, all that stuff. I was a hitman for a little while. So I've done a lot of really shitty jobs. Although I got to say that working for the attorney was pretty cool, because for someone that didn't even get past their freshman year in high school to be able to make $50,000 a year just calling people deadbeats, telling them to pay their bills, that was cool.
I used to build houses in the woods of New Hampshire. They pulled me out of the mountains to play in this band.
Shaved you down?
Yeah, they shaved my back down.
How about you?
You know, Jesus was a carpenter. I've never worked. I've always played.
Construction, roofer. That most of my life.
When and where was most of this album written?
We moved from New England down to Miami, Florida, to for one, to escape the winter a little bit, because it's pretty brutal in New England, but also to just kind of get rid of any distractions, friends calling to go out to the clubs all the time and all that shit. We knew it was crunch time, we had to get to work, so we moved down to Miami, rented a house down there, and us 4 lived together from August 15th, I think, to almost Christmas. And we just rented a rehearsal space, wrote the whole record in there, and then moved into a studio called Criteria in Miami and recorded the record there.
Do you have any particular tattoo artists you guys like?
It's been a while since I got anything.